Alright, in this video, we're going over the new top 5 fastest killing guns here in Modern Warfare 3 right now. Before I get in this list, let me know down in the comment section, what is your favorite assault rifle or weapon to use in this game and your current KD ratio. If these class setups help you guys out and you end up dropping your first MGB nuke or at least increase your KD ratio, make sure you drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date with any and all best class setups as well as settings. Now, for the first class setup, we're taking a look at the MCW, a top assault rifle in the game currently. Now, we're gonna start off with the rear grip because it actually works well with this gun. We're gonna rock the RB Claw PSL to drastically increase firing, aiming stability, gun kick control, and recoil control on this assault rifle. Now, we are not gonna rock a stock on this weapon. These are completely irrelevant. There's some better attachments to equip for this gun. Now, we are going to utilize an optic. Now, the slate reflector is going to be a fantastic choice here, giving us a clean optic picture, making sure we take it out very easily at medium as well as longer ranges. Now, you can also go ahead and rock the MK3 reflector. This is going to be a very good optic too. I know a lot of pros like to rock the MK3 reflector. Both of these are going to be great options, but the slate reflector is a very early unlock for this gun, so it's just gonna be making sense to run it. Now, we're not gonna rock a laser on this assault rifle. These are not gonna help us out in the slightest. They're a complete waste. This gun's gonna be suited for medium longer ranges. It is good at close range, but we don't need an attachment to help that out. Now, we are gonna rock a barrel, and the 16.5-inch MCW Cyclone long barrel is fantastic on the MCW, increasing build velocity and range, aim idle sway controllability, as well as firing aim stability. Overall, taking advantage of medium to longer ranges, making sure we keep out very quickly and accurately. Now, we are gonna rock a muzzle. Now, if you do not have a certain muzzle unlocked, the Shadow Strike Suppressor is gonna be a great choice, removing us from the mini map. In this game, if you fire your weapons, you're on the radar, people are gonna be coming for you. You don't want that to happen, especially if you're trying to increase your KD ratio, and definitely if you're trying to get a nuke. So this is gonna be a great choice, but if you do have some armory unlocked tokens, unlock the VT7 Spitfire. This is gonna be doing everything we need. It's gonna be increasing our recoil control, build velocity, as well as damage range, and taking us off the radar. Overall, a fantastic attachment for the MCW and honestly all the weapons here in Modern Warfare 3. Now, we are going to rock an underbarrel, and the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop is going to be fantastic, smoothing out that recoil pattern, giving us increased sprint to fire speed, aim down sight speed, vertical recoil control, as well as additional gun kick control. Once you go ahead and jump into the firing range, you're going to find that this class setup is fantastic because it has a respectable ADS and it's going to have literally zero recoil. Definitely go ahead and give this build a try if you're looking for a point and shoot AR that is dominant. Now, for the secondary, I am going to be rocking the Lockman sub. I have been loving the Lockman sub as a backup. Now, I'm rocking the 40-round magazine on this weapon. I'm rocking the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop as well. I'm rocking the Falcon L38 226mm barrel. I'm rocking the VLK LZR 7 milliwatt laser on this gun because this weapon works well with the laser, and the Mirror Recoil 56 factory stock for this submachine gun. I've been loving the Modern Warfare 2 weapons as backups, and I think you guys should definitely go ahead and give them a try. Now, I'm rocking the Stem Shot as my tactical, Claymore as my lethal, munitions box as the field upgrade. For my gloves, I have on quick grip gloves so I can swap weapons faster, as well as bone conduction headset so I can hear my footsteps, or not my footsteps, excuse me, enemy footsteps, as well as gunfire a lot easier. Overall, a fantastic glove and gear combo, and this class setup is going to work well. Now, if you're wondering how I'm able to rock two primaries on the same build, the gunner vest is going to be the best option here, allowing us to have two primaries on the same build, max ammo starting, as well as a faster reload. Literally everything you need geared to dropping nukes and high kill streaks and high kill games, all under the same vest. Amazing. Definitely go ahead and give this a try if you're looking for a kick-ass build. Now, for setup number 2, we're taking a look at the HOLGER 556, another meta assault rifle in this game that is putting in some serious work. Now we are not gonna rock a rear grip for this assault rifle. Instead, we're gonna jump over to the stock this time, and we're gonna rock the RB Adel assault stock. This is gonna be increasing that recoil control and gun kick control, so we can go full auto across the map like the MCW without worrying about a thing here. That's gonna be the key with all these Modern Warfare 3 weapons. You don't want to have any recoil on your builds. Now for the optic, the same thing as the MCW. We are gonna be rocking the slate reflector, or you can go ahead and equip the Mark III reflector. Both of these are fantastic choices, so pick whichever one you enjoy the most. Now we are not going to run a laser. Again, these are going to be irrelevant on a build like this that's suited for medium and longer ranges. We're just going to go ahead and skip over it completely. Now we are going to rock a barrel, and you want to rock the Kuro 6 match. This is going to be overall drastically increasing that medium to long range potential, and also not really hindering that close range performance as well. We're gonna have bullet velocity and range, recoil control, and gun kick control on this weapon. Super easy to handle at longer ranges. You're gonna be dropping enemies like flies. Now we are gonna rock a muzzle on this gun, and again, if you don't have the VT7 Spitfire, the Shadow Strike Suppressor is gonna be a great choice, but I do recommend this, especially if you're trying to drop a high kill game or try to get an MGB new. This is overall going to keep you alive longer, and I think that's going to be one of the #1 things to increase your enjoyability here in Modern Warfare 3. And then finally, you actually have two choices here when building the HOLGER 5.56. If you can control the recoil, which I will go ahead and show both setups in the firing range, you can skip over the underbarrel and jump to the magazine and rock the 40 round mag. But if you're having trouble with recoil control, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly what this gun feels like without the underbarrel. For me personally, I do like the 40 round mag option. You still have a respectable ADS, and it is gonna be controllable, so there really is no reason to not take advantage of the magazine. But again, if you can't control the recoil, nothing wrong with that. You want to go to the underbarrel, and you want to rock the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop to smooth out that recoil pattern, giving us that increased vertical and gun kick control and additional sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed here. Now, going in the firing range with this build, you're going to see that ADS is a little bit quicker. The recoil is a little bit more controllable, but again, you are going to be down on magazine capacity. It just depends on if you're more of a running gun player or somebody who wants to take people out at longer ranges. Both builds are rock solid. Now for the secondary, I am still rocking the Lockman sub on this build. Definitely a solid MW2 submachine gun, 40 round magazine, the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop, the Falcon barrel, the VLK laser, as well as the Mirror Recoil 56 factory stock. Overall, good choice. You have to rock this. I recommend it, but if you're trying to level up another weapon at the same time while using the HOLGER or any of these class setups, I do recommend putting that on your secondary so you can kill two birds with one stone. Now for the remainder of the build, I have on the stem shot, the Claymore, munitions box, quick grip gloves, and bone conduction headset, and all this is courtesy of the good old gunner vest, taking advantage of two primaries, max ammo, as well as a faster reload. Now for class setup number 3, we are going to go ahead and rock out with the SVA 545. This is a fantastic assault rifle in this game. The first weapon you unlock on the AR category, and it's good. So definitely go ahead and give this a try if you have not already. Now we are going to run a rear grip on this build, and we are going to rock the Citadel grip. This is going to be a fantastic attachment on the SVA 545, bumping up gun kick control, aim down sight speed, and recoil control here. Unlike some of the other ARs, the rear grip does work on this weapon. There are builds that you can actually skip over it, but I do like to run this on the 545 because the first shots do shoot fast. If you're able to be accurate, you are going to be melting the enemies. Now for the stock, we are going to go ahead and put on the Marquis R11 stock. No matter what type of 545 build you're trying to build, this is going to be the best stock, taking advantage of movement speed, firing aim stability, gun kick control, as well as sprint speed. Kind of a 2-for-1 here. We're taking advantage of close range and long range with this setup. Now we are going to rock an optic with this build as well, and we are going to run the slate reflector here. I only like recommending the slate reflector on the 545 because this is going to be a run and gun type of setup. It is good at longer ranges, but you can kind of use the 545 like an SMG, and there's also another assault rifle on this game you could do the same as well, which ironically is going to be in this video too. So I recommend running the slate reflector strictly for the optic on this weapon. Now we are going to skip over the laser. We're not going to need the added support at close range, but we are going to go ahead and run a barrel, and we're going to be utilizing the STV precision barrel on this gun to drastically bump up idle sway controllability, bullet velocity and range, gun kick control, as well as recoil control. Again, taking advantage of kind of longer ranges here. Do we need it? Not really, but at the same time, it's better to be accurate, have less recoil, than get into a gunfight where you can't control the gun's recoil. So definitely go ahead and equip it so you're not in that situation, because nobody wants to be in that situation. And then finally, we are going to rock a muzzle, and the VT7 Spitfire is going to be a fantastic choice here, allowing us to get in their spawn because we're off the radar and we're taking advantage of the long range benefits, recoil control, bullet velocity, as well as damage range. Once you go ahead and jump in the firing range, the 545 is a fantastic AR. It has a respectable ADS, and it's also going to have low recoil. So definitely go ahead and give this a go if you're looking for an aggressive yet build you can use at those medium longer ranges as well. Now for the secondary, again, I have in the trusty handy dandy Lockman sub with that 40 round magazine, the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop, the Falcon barrel. I have on the BLK laser, as well as the mirror recoil 56 factory stock for this weapon. And I'm rocking the stem shot Claymore munitions box, quick grip gloves, and bone conduction headset, all capable with the gunner vest here. Definitely a solid class setup. You can't go wrong with it. One of the first weapons you unlock when booting up the game. Definitely do not sleep on it. Now for class setup number 4, we are going to go ahead and rock with the Bass P. The Bass P is nasty. This gun is incredible, especially if you're looking for a sleeper battle rifle. This is a battle rifle, but at the same time, you can build it like an AR, which we are going to do. Now for the Bass B, you do want to go ahead and skip over the rear grips. We're not going to run any of these. These are good choices. The only one you could rock is going to be the STT-88 grip to bump up that recoil control, gun kick, and firing aiming stability. But at the same time, there is a better attachment to run on this weapon. Now we are going to go ahead and rock a stock. And instead of going ahead and running a stock that's going to be increasing that movement, we are going to go ahead and rock the Ravage 20 heavy stock. I don't want to have any recoil when firing this weapon. This is going to be a hard-hitting gun. I want to maximize my gun kick control, recoil control, and firing aiming stability with this assault rifle slash battle rifle. Now for the optic, I do recommend you guys rocking the slate reflector on this weapon. This gun has kind of a weird operator handling where the operator's glove kind of gets in the way of your optic, and the slate reflector is going to remove a lot of that. It's going to be a clean optic picture. You'll see what I'm talking about in the firing range. I recommend running the slate reflect on this weapon. It's just going to be a lot cleaner, and because this is a precision battle rifle, you definitely don't want to be missing your shots. Obviously the lasers are going to be skipped over. This is a battle rifle. It's not going to be a close range gun. Now we are going to rock a barrel, and we are going to be going ahead and putting on the Bruin Venom long barrel. Overall, a fantastic attachment on this weapon. We're going to be bumping up bullet velocity and range, recoil control, aim idle sway controllability, and obviously additional gun kick control here, making sure we can go full auto without worrying about a thing with this gun. This is a fantastic attachment on this class setup. It is what makes the Bass B the Bass B in this game. Now we are going to run a muzzle, and again, just like all of my other setups in here, the VT7 Spitfire is going to be a massive W, taking us off the radar and also bumping up that long range performance with that recoil control, bullet velocity, as well as damage range for this gun. And because this weapon does have only 20 rounds by default, we have to run a magazine, and the 30 round mag is going to go ahead and kind of get this up to speed with some of the other assault rifles. So definitely go ahead and equip this. Once you go ahead and jump into the firing range, you're going to see here that you can see that how the operator's glove kind of is in your line of sight. That's going to be kind of mitigated as much as possible with the slate reflector. But you can see here, this gun literally doesn't have any recoil, and it's going to be a melt machine. So definitely go ahead and give this a go if you're looking for a battle rifle or just a hard-hitting rifle, assault rifle in general. You can use at any and all ranges, especially medium to longer ranges on the bigger maps. Now for the secondary, we got the Lockman sub, my trusty handy secondary, 40 round magazine, the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop, the Falcon 226mm barrel, the VLK LZR 7 milliwatt, as well as the mirror recoil 56 factory stock. Overall, a great attachment setup with this weapon. You're going to be destroying at close ranges. I do have on the stem shot, the Claymore munitions box, quick grip gloves, and the bow conduction headset, all courtesy of the gunner vest, allowing me to rock 2 primaries and being stacked up with ammo and a fast reload off spawn. Just amazing. This build is perfect if you're trying to play on a bigger map and secure your first MGB nuke, or at least a high KD gameplay. And then finally, for class setup number 5, we are taking a look at the DG58. If you don't have this weapon unlocked, stop what you're doing and unlock it right now. So for the first attachment, we actually are going to be skipping over the rear grips. These are not going to help us out on this assault rifle. I wish we could run them, but there are some better attachments to choose from. We're also going to skip over the comb. Now, the padded shell would be a fantastic option if the gunner vest did not exist, but unfortunately it does. We're skipping it. Now for the stock, we are going to be rocking the extended TP9 butt plate. Kind of a weird attachment name, but it is going to be a great one here. We're going to have increased tac sprint sped, recoil control, which is huge, as well as gun kick control, and as well as hip fire tac sprint spread. We don't really need any of the tac sprint benefits. We want to hone in on recoil control and gun kick control here. Now for the optic, we are going to rock either the slate reflector, or you can rock that Mark III reflector. Both are great options. This is going to be a precision rifle where if you get the first burst, you are getting the kill. Believe that. So definitely go ahead and have this equipped. The laser is going to be completely irrelevant. We don't really need any of these attachments on this weapon. This is going to be a gun you can use at close range, medium range, and long range no matter what. Kind of like the SVA 545, but again, you don't need the laser. Now for the barrel, we are going to be rocking the DG58 LS18 long barrel. This is amazing on this attachment. We're going to be having increased bullet velocity and range, aim idle sway controllability, recoil control, as well as gun kick control with this weapon here. We're going to be one bursting people at ridiculous ranges. We're going to be dropping enemies like flies. They're not going to know what hit them. Make sure you guys have this equipped. Now for the muzzle, again, we are going to rock that VT7 Spitfire, a fantastic attachment on this weapon. This is going to be the nuke class here. We're going to have removal from the radar, recoil control, bullet velocity, as well as damage range for the setup. And then finally, you do have 2 different attachment choices here, kind of like the HOLGER 556. If you can control the recoil, you can skip over the underbarrel and you could jump to the magazine and rock the 40-round magazine. Overall, a great choice here because we're going to be able to take out more people without reloading. Going in the firing range, you're going to see that we do have a respectable ADS. I mean, this is too fast what we have. And then obviously we are going to be able to burst people, one burst across. Like, what? This doesn't make any sense. This is ridiculous how good this thing is, man. Give this a try. Like, this is crazy how good this is. But for whatever reason, if you can't control the recoil, if you can't control like the burst spread here, you can go ahead and put on the Phantom 5 hand stop to smooth out that recoil pattern and make the weapon a little bit more consistent. But in all reality, I do recommend you guys going ahead and rocking the 40-round mag. But you guys can see we are going to be getting a little bit of a faster ADS, and overall we are going to be I mean, it's mind-boggling why this gun is the way it is in multiplayer. It is incredible. Both are fantastic builds. The secondary I have on the good old Lockman sub, the 40-round magazine I have on the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop, the Falcon barrel I have on the VLK laser, as well as the mirror recoil 56 factory stock. If you're ever wondering what this gun does feel like in the firing range, it's insane, man. Quick ADS and overall controllable recoil. This is going to be a nice secondary just to go ahead and prove that this gun is worth a secondary option. Then we have the stem shot, Claymore, munitions box, quick grip gloves, as well as bone conduction headset. Overall, a great class setup, and you cannot forget the gunner vest makes everything possible with 2 primers in the same build, max ammo, and a fast reload. Overall, a fantastic setup. This gun is amazing, one of the best in the entire game. Now, these are going to be the top 5 fastest killing guns to use here in Modern Warfare 3 as of right now. If there are 2 setups I want you guys to check out immediately, give the MCW a try, and also do not sleep on the Bass B. This gun is a sleeper. It's one of the first level unlocks, but once people start to unlock the DG58, they kind of sleep on this gun. This is a heavy hitter, and honestly, I can see it becoming hard meta as time goes on here in Modern Warfare 3. So if you guys enjoyed the video and you use any of these class setups and it does help you increase your KD ratio, or maybe even drop your first MGB nukes, I know it's possible, make sure you drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, and let's post notifications. In your boy ears, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.